morning, everybody. How y'all doing this morning? Tuesday morning. Hope you're all doing fantastic so far, or whatever time of the day you may be watching this. On my way to work. Another day at the salt mine, so they say. I'm thankful for another day to wake up. Another day to try to put forth a good effort and maybe make somebody smile, be a light to somebody, help somebody along the way. Man, there's something in my nose. For those of you that watched my little ramble yesterday, I've drank that whole gallon of water yesterday, plus a cup of coffee, black, and then about probably 16 to 20 ounce water with electrolytes in it. So about over a gallon yesterday. No caffeine, no sodas, no energy drinks. Not that I'm cutting those off altogether, but I just didn't yesterday. I'm gonna try not to today either. Doggone, man, all that water. Shoot. I didn't sleep much last night. Getting up, going to the bathroom. Doggone. Man alive. I think I should have slowly worked my way up. I've not been good about drinking water here lately. So, going from maybe a cup or two a day, even in the heat, to a gallon plus. My body was not prepared for that. So, don't know if I'll try to do the full gallon again today. It depends. I mean, if I have to go out and see customers and get all sweaty, whatever happens, happens. But I did myself a disservice by continuing to drink water. I finished it at like 9:30. That was dumb. I should have tried to finish it, before 6 or 7 o'clock at the latest. So that was my fault. That's my fault. Sometimes you have to admit your faults and failures. Confession is good for the soul, so my fault. And I am respectfully withdrawing from Michael Richter's carry a knife for a month challenge. For the one I submitted, I just can't do it. I was struggling even toting it yesterday. I tried to be positive about it and say I could tote it, and I did the one day, but then, I almost dropped it and my heart sank, and then it almost fell out of the slip once. So I'm going to heed the advice of some men that I respect who had commented on my video, tell me if it was them, they would just put it up. Some men that I respect, and that's what I was wanting to do anyways. So I'm gonna heed their recommendation, and I did not tote it today. So today I just have the Jack Wolf Gateway Barlow on me. I still got to do a video on that. Just too tired. Excuse me. And my Kershaw Scallion that I had got as a gift from Brother Dwayne Clark. Man, I love the Kershaws. I was into the Kershaws before I started my channel, and I still have a list on my phone. I think I have to go back and look because I haven't touched it in a while. And on your Notes app, if you don't touch it, it just kind of works its way down farther and farther back. But I had a list of basically every vintage Kershaw knife that I had seen a picture of that I liked. So I actually have every PDF of every catalog from the 70s up to, I don't remember. I don't think I went up as far as the 2000s. I think I stopped in the 90s, but I'm not sure. And I might have told this before. I forget. If you've already heard this, just, turn your ears off, I guess. But I just like the old Kershaws. They looked good. They were good quality. I sold one on Facebook, last year, end of the year. Yeah, it must have been end of the year last year, because I needed, I was in a little bind, and so I sold a few things, and I wish I had it back. I only toted it like once, but it was minty. And then I had another one I gave away as a gift. I did love the knife, but I wanted to gift it. So that, that's all good. I can find another one. But I've gotten sidetracked, excuse me, with my collecting. I tell you what, I just can't. And I did a retraction a while back because I changed my mind. I was like, I can't focus on just trappers, sod busters, whatever, big knives. And I still agree with that. I absolutely cannot. But I'm not really going to focus on trappers. Excuse me, mercy. That's what being up most of the night will do to you. I'm not really going to focus on trappers anymore. Or not anymore. Right now. Well, right now, I just don't need to be buying. We need to be saving for the trip this winter to Disney. So I'm really trying to be good. Like I'm about to just delete eBay off my phone and whatnot. I'm wanting to keep whatnot on there until all the auctions are done for Brother Mike. I got on there last night. I didn't bid on anything. I was just there to support. But yeah, I'm about tempted to just get rid of the eBay app because it's just so tempting for me. And, that's only this much. That's only this much. Well, you do only this much several times and it adds up. You know what I mean? So, trying to be better. I might actually take a couple knives with me to Tennessee, Kentucky. See about selling a few of them. We're gonna have that table. So I don't know. I got my appointment this afternoon with the pulmonologist to get the equipment to do the at-home sleep study. So it's supposed to be just a one-night deal at home as long as it gets a good reading. So y'all pray with me that it'll get a good reading, that I don't have to go do an in-office, sleep study. I don't want to do that. Really don't. I just want it to do good at home so they can see, with my sleep and see what they need to do to help me, and hopefully the insurance will step in. You never know with insurance. I know if the doctor considers it medically necessary, usually the insurances are pretty good, I guess, at least with some things. Thankfully, I've been pretty healthy in my life, and I've never really had to do much with medical and insurance and all that. So, even my wife has had a few things, but not much. So, neither of us are really well versed on all the medical stuff and medical insurance. So that's a good thing, at least. But yeah, I got to go do that this afternoon, so I got to leave work early. Normally I'd work till 3 at least, but I got to leave work at like 1:15, 1:30, somewhere in that vicinity. Pulled up here to the old job. But yeah, I might take some knives up there. Some knives that, I'm not just so in love with. And if I could sell them or trade them, we'll see. Y'all forgive me for all the yawning this morning. It's worse than normal. That's another reason to lose the weight. Hopefully it'll unconstrict my airways, so I don't have as much of a problem getting the oxygen and things like that. But yeah, I do have a handful of knives that they're never going to go anywhere. My Pretty Bone Trapper, my blue trapper from Travis over the Knife Shift, my canoe from Brother Mike, some moderns from Brother Dwayne, a teardrop from Chase, the Winchester mini trapper will probably never go anywhere because that's just too beautiful. There might be some others. Oh, the two Remingtons. One was a trade from Brother Thomas, so that'll never go anywhere. The jumbo trapper. It is jumbo too. That's a big old trapper. That's a big old peanut butter spreader on that. I forget. But if y'all seen anything on my channel that you're interested in a trade or a purchase, let me know. Who knows? Maybe we can work something out. Especially if you're going to be in Kentucky, then if we can work the deal out before I get there, then we can save shipping. That's always a good thing. One thing about none of this morning, this is just random off the top of my dome. Man, I'm an old soul, okay? I grew up in a very legalistic household. Not bad, I'm not saying in a bad way. My dad was a Southern pastor, Pentecostal, and it was very strict. So we grew up watching black and white stuff, old stuff, and then Disney stuff. So we grew up watching Abbott and Costello, Martin and Lewis, Three Stooges, Laurel and Hardy, Charlie Chaplin, way back, Buster Keaton. Well, I love all that old comedy. Okay, Three Stooges are just, man, I love Curly. Curly is just, I just love Curly. And Shemp does not get enough love. He really does not. All of them were just so good. Abbott and Costello, fantastic. It's hard to believe they could be that good together on screen and hate each other off screen. Amazing. Martin and Lewis, Jerry Lewis, America's favorite clown. Jerry was he was one of a kind. Dean, his voice, one of a kind. But Oliver and Hardy, man, I love Oliver and Hardy. And I hadn't watched any of their stuff in a while. And my brother had told me, man, a year ago maybe, or somewhere in the last year, that the movie they made about them called Stan and Ollie, he's like, you gotta watch it. He's like, the guys, John C. Reilly plays Oliver Hardy, and Steve Coogan plays Stan Laurel. And so I watched it yesterday. I wasn't feeling good. Switching to the carnivore it don't take but a few days, and you can get what they call the keto flu. And I was just running back and forth to the bathroom and just kind of feeling puny. So I sat there and watched a movie by myself. I mean, my wife and my daughter were in the living room, but they were doing their own thing on their Kindles, reading books. They're smart. I'm not. But man, it does have one or two cuss words in it. DAMN. But no F words. I don't think there's any GDs. I don't play with that. No S words. I don't think it even says go to hell or anything like that. One or two, maybe. I know there's one. Y'all, so solid. Such a good movie. I'm not a John C. Reilly fan. Okay, if you don't know who that is, that's from Talladega Nights, Ricky Bobby. That's Will Ferrell's counterpart. Shake and bake. I think he's an idiot. I'm not a Will Ferrell fan either. A lot of them guys from the early 2000s movies, I'm just not a fan. Vince Vaughn, I'm just, whatever. Anywho, John C. Reilly nailed it. I mean, his mannerisms, whatever they did to make him look all fat, first of all, was fantastic. Secondly, his mannerisms of Oliver Hardy were spot on. His voice was so good. And Steve Coogan, I never heard of him before. I think I'm getting his name right. Steve Coogan, he's a British guy. And y'all, everything he did for Stan Laurel was just So good. Highly recommend it. You can watch it for free on Tubi. Tubi. It's a free app. You can put it on your smartphone. You can put it on if you have Apple TV or a smart TV, or just on an internet browser. Very good. I don't normally recommend. I don't think I've ever recommended a movie, but I highly recommend it, especially if you love old comedy. And this is not like it's not a biopic in the sense of their full career. It's just the end of their career. But man, so good. And full transparency, I still got like 15 minutes left because I just wasn't feeling good, so I went to bed. So once I get settled in here at work, I'll probably put it on and let it finish while I'm working. But up until that last 15 minutes, fantastic. Just really good. So my recommendation, if you love old comedy, the old slapstick humor, crazy sound effects and stuff like that, go watch it. You'll get a good laugh. You really will. I don't think I had anything else to ramble on today. I'm here about 10 minutes early. I guess I could go ahead and go in. I'm tired. Don't really want to. Just want to go sleep. I did bring me some electrolyte packets today to put in my gallon of water. So this is a company that we sell here. It's called Squincher. This is the Zero. I don't know. Let's see if that ain't gonna focus. And this is the strawberry lemonade. And I've had a few different flavors. Strawberry lemonade to me is the best. So it's supposed to be for 20 ounces. Well, that's a gallon. A gallon's 128 ounces, I guess. So it's going to be weak, but that's okay. The Squincher, it's not just I work for Fastenal. It's not a Fastenal product. It's just a company, a vendor, of ours, or we sell their stuff. There's another company out there called Sword and Shield that we've dealt with their stuff before too. I don't know if they do the powders. But both of them do the freeze pops, the electrolyte freeze pops, and I've tried both of those over the past few years when I used to handle the tire account out here for the one company. Very good. Sugar-free. Although some of the companies don't like the sugar-free, I think the sugar-free would be better for your employees in the heat. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not a safety person, so I'm not EHS. Although some of these EHS people shouldn't be EHS because they're dumber than a bag of bricks. That's right, I said it. But anyway, well, let me show you. Since we got a few minutes, you mind hanging out for a second? I appreciate you. So in the right pocket, got the Zippo from Brother Howard Bentley, but so I put that insert in there. That insert was a gift from my buddy Mario, MIPD 1980 EDC out in Texas. This is that scallion I told you about from Brother Dwayne. You can tell I use it. It's got tape and stuff on it. I'll clean it up. But I just love the little Kershaws. I do. Once again, realistically, this will probably stay in my pocket all month. Probably. From Brother Stephen Jeffrey. First slip he ever sent me. Absolutely love this. And toting the Jack Wolf Gateway Barlow. Yeah, this will probably stay in my pocket the rest of the month. I haven't cut anything with it yet. I ain't gonna lie. I saw people were already selling these for $180 on eBay. Your boy was tempted. As Travis would say, your boy. This boy was tempted. I was like, hey, that's a good return on investment right there. And I got my AirPods in my wallet. And then the slip from Brother Jerry Phillips. And got the Holy Land Pocket Cross from Brother Dwayne in there. So my wife has been, that's my tote for the day. Apple Watch. Prayer bracelet from Brother Jim Fields, Jedi Jim, and 70x7 leather bracelet from Brother Randy, Georgia Adventurer. Cross my dad made 30 plus years ago. My wife has been making stuff for Ellaville, Hanks, and she's getting them all, she's tagging them all with her company name. So my wife's company is Peach Mountain Co. And she came up with the name years ago, because I'm from Georgia, Peaches, and she's from Montana, Mountains, so Peach Mountain. So she's got her logo and everything. She's making, I don't know how many Hanks she's gonna have, y'all. I mean a butt crap ton. And she's making some sets where she's gonna have Hank, minimalist wallet, a wristlet. Well, I don't know. Let me see if I can get this off here real quick. This was from brother Stephen Jeffrey as well. Making things like this, but out of the fabric. And she's one more thing. Hank, wristlet, minimalist wallet, and chapstick holder with like a carabiner thing on the end. So she showed me the stuff yesterday, and she's gonna, I gave her a suggestion on the wallet. I thought it was a little loose once we put the IDs and stuff in there. So it's one of those, it's just fabric, front and back, and I think she has the fabric doubled up, but she has the ribbon under there, and a little bit of the ribbon hangs out, and you pull the ribbon and it'll pull your cards up. Kind of like the, there's other ones out there that are carbon fiber and stuff that do the same thing. But she just wanted to try some different stuff. And so that was her sort of looking for a prototype yesterday. My wife can do anything. She's amazing. So she's gonna have stuff like that there too, that she's gonna sell if anybody's interested in any of that, and supporting her. My daughter's gonna have baked goods. I'm gonna have, Lord willing, if I can get it to work right on the laser, slate coasters, different designs. I might have some knife company names on them. I might have some Bible verses, maybe just some random pictures, graphics, I don't know. Got to work all that out. And then I also bought some circular leather patches like the kind you put on the hat, and I'm gonna do some different designs on those, and then, you know, people can take them and get them put on a hat, or sew them on a jacket, or put them on their buddy board, or, you know, sticker board, whatever. Just some different things. And I've already cut up some old wood, some old like pallet type wood, because I like the rustic stuff. And they're about like this, probably like 3x6. And I'm gonna do some different things on those. Maybe make them hangable, put a hole through them, and a ribbon or a lanyard or something, if people wanted to hang stuff up. I don't know, just some different things. Knowing me, I'll probably give some stuff away. It's kind of what I do. But all right, I got to go inside now. So y'all have a wonderful day. Don't work too hard. If you do, make sure you get paid good. That's stupid. Stay safe. Stay hydrated. Don't do nothing I wouldn't do. And remember to do something kind for somebody else. It goes a mighty long way. Till next time, I'm Bubba. God bless you.